Okay, thank you very much for your video explanation. And I apologize about yesterday because I have a problem with Chrome Navigator. Each time I launch it, my PC shut down. And as Screencastify works only with Chrome, so I couldn't figure a way to use it on Firefox. So now what I am doing is using another recorder, and I am going to save the video and then upload it to YouTube. So you can consult it directly on YouTube or download it on your laptop. So let's begin by your first email. So you have sent me so far three links corresponding to three filters. Um, and the first video I'm recording will be to explain the project and the data I can extract, according also to your video and to the form you have transferred to me. So let's begin. The three links have roughly the same structure. So here we have our list of apartments. So the first thing is to iterate on pages. Here, as you can see, we have several pages of results, and when we click on a specific page number, it appears on the URL here. So we are going to be easily able to configure Scrapy in order to crawl all URLs on different numbers. Okay, so this is the first step. And in order to iterate on that pages, so first we need to retrieve the total number of pages, which can be easily looked up here. So I try to be as concise as possible. So here, for example, we have the number of pages within a text, page 1 of 8. So using Scrapy framework, we are going to be able to scrap the content of this HTML and CSS selector. And then using a regular expression, we are going to only extract the integer here. And we are going to loop on all integers from 1 to 8 in order to customize the URL and feed it to the scrapper. Okay, so when landing on a page, we are going to retrieve all the apartment boxes URLs. So let's inspect one of these boxes. Here, as you can see, we have a HTML CSS selector which contains the URL of the apartment. So if we take this one, for example, we are going to land. I think this is one of those who know. Okay, we are going to treat these particular cases, but first of all, on a specific apartment, we are going to be easily able to scrap the following fields. So let me check the interview form. So advert URL is quite direct. Photo group URL, I will speak just after. Last updated is okay here. The same, we are going to use HTML and CSS selector in order to retrieve that info. And so it's similar for the title, the address, the unit number, the price, the bedroom, the bath, the deposit. Regarding the deposit, as you said that it may not be available, so my question is, do you allow missing data for data which is not available? Uh, Actually, the scrapper can easily handle missing data, so it's really up to you if you admit that some missing values of columns are present within the scrapped data. Okay, so regarding the unit description, actually, wait. Actually, we can also use CSS selector because even if we don't see the unit description directly, it's already included in the HTML content of the web page. So it's as if we are seeing it, but it's really hidden by some JavaScript code. Okay, so it's also obvious for the main description, for the contact name, for the company, for the phone, paid policy, and fees. Okay, let's take the case of photo group URL. In order to answer your question, so you have taken this example so far. So as you can notice, as you noted, the URL doesn't change when clicking on an image. So what we are going to do is to use again HTML CSS selector of Scrappy in order to get the URL of this image, the embedded URL, as you can see here. And then we are going to land to the page of this specific photo, and so we are going to do for the other photos. Okay. So let me show you a sample of code that I have developed so far. It's really very basic. It's like the skeleton of the future scrapper. So here it's a Scrappy spider that will loop on the three links. For each link, it will retrieve the number of pages using the HTML CSS selector. It will customize the URL in order to fetch each page, and it will yield a scrapper for each page. For each page, we are going to retrieve all results blocks URLs, as you can see here. And for each URL, we are going to call a function scrap apartment, which will be based on the HTML CSS selector in order to scrap data. So here I have just done for property name, but it will contain address, number of bedrooms, and so on. And here, first result. So here it's not actually it's a CSV, not an Excel, but I will do a conversion. I will code conversion after, and we have the property names. It's not already clean, but this is another step also to do when developing the whole scrapper. Okay. Okay, let's go back. So what we can do now is speaking about the additional features. So the main photo, I can easily download it into a directory because Scrappy contains a feature for downloading image from the URL. So this is an easy thing to do. Okay, so all this I will speak later. About multiple availability, let's take this. So actually, wait. Actually, it's the same logic as retrieving apartments block in this page. So if, sorry, in this page. Okay, so here we are going to browse on each apartment. For example, this one. And we are going to land on that page. Means there is only one availability. Sometimes, as far as I understand, we are going to land on that type of page. So first of all, using CSS and HTML selector, we can differentiate this page structure from this page structure. And if we land on that page structure, we are going to use the same logic as for results pages in order to retrieve all the available blocks. So here, as you can see, let me check. Okay, so here you have one block, and for each of these blocks, we have the URL of we can show details. Okay, so this is something that I can do easily. Clean database, as far as I understand, it's about cleaning the description mainly, so as not to have uh, dirty Excel cells. So this is an easy step to do using Python. So this is really automatic. So let's speak now about the additional feature that for me it's feasible to do, but honestly, I think it can be done on a second step. So the first one is the most difficult. It's the distance to dipole. Uh, what we can do is Google has anti-scrapping, very evoluted anti-scrapping strategy. So here we need to invest in Google API, and Google API is a paid service. I can give you an estimation about the payment, how much we pay in order to get all the distance to all the scrapped apartments, if you are okay. So the only way I think this is feasible is to use the Google official API by sending the address of the apartment and getting the distance to it. But as I told you, it's a paid service. Okay, the two second steps are last updated and status. So it's like an update of the data. Actually, all these fields can be scrapped on one shot. And in order to update these two fields, we need to run the scrapper on a regular base. So to schedule the scrapper in order to run daily or each hour, etc. So this needs deployment effort, like continuous integration and deployment effort, which is something I can easily do, but it requires much effort. So let's keep it in an additional step and maybe dedicate a price for that. Okay, regarding the video recording and screenshot advert, it must be done. I think it can be done using software that exposes an API. It requires me to do some searches, so I can answer this question later. But as far as for now, I think it's to be kept on a second step. Okay, here I explained why it's not successful. PayPal, I will put my name and my email, and yeah, I'd really appreciate to work with you on other projects because I found your explanation very clear and the use case very interesting. So I would be happy to continue working with you. And another thing I want to do, it's really a pleasure for me to do is not just coding, but also teaching, animating courses on how to use the scrapper, how to scrap, etc. So this is something I can easily do and allow you to share. Maybe we can speak about that on a second step in order to give you information about scrappers or anyone else that needs to learn scrapping. So I think I have I have grouped both tasks that you required me to screen cast in one screen because I have also spoken about the code I'm using. When I would develop all the scrapper from end to end, I will give you another video of the exact functioning and the exact result of this scrapper. So thank you very much. Feel free to ask me whatever question you have, and and I will send you the YouTube link to that video, and please confirm me if you have access to it or not. Thanks, bye. Thank you very much.